kapag may sunog, hindi lang ari-arian ang nasa peligro, kundi pati na rin ang kalusugan at buhay natin.
Tama ka riyan, Meiji. Sa ganitong sitwasyon, napakahalaga ng kaalaman tungkol sa first aid at pagresponde sa mga injuries. Kaya kaugnay pa rin ng ating kampanya ngayong Fire Prevention Month, makakasama natin ang emergency medicine specialist na si Dr. Mark Paul Castillo. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, good morning.
Opo.
Good morning, Doc.
Unahin ko na po muna yung pag-usapan yung mga dapat tandaan bago po yung sunog.
Okay. So, dapat natin tandaan, no? So for an ignition to start, there should be fuel, heat, and oxygen. Fuel meaning kahit anong masusunog. Heat is any source ng apoy, and then oxygen, no? So the prevention is geared towards eliminating one or two of the components. So tulad niyan, we have to unplug or disconnect appliances when not in use. Tapos kailangan na rin nating i-remove or replace yung damaged appliances. Kailangan pag nagluluto, nakabantay tayo habang nagluluto. If possible, you have a fire extinguisher or a fire prevention system in your home. If possible, then you do not use open flames or candles, or if ever, keep an eye on them. You also keep away flammable materials and you store it in dry and safe places. If better, don't smoke, but if hindi maiiwasan, please don't smoke inside your homes. And isa sa important is you should have an emergency plan or emergency drills in your homes. Or at home.
Okay. Doc, ito naman po, si Meiji po ito by the way. Ano po ba yung mga dapat laman ng isang emergency kit at paano ito makakatulong sa panahon po ng sunog? Kasi yung iba rin po, hindi po nagpe-prepare ng emergency kit, no? Pero napakahalaga po nito, no? Ano po ba yung mga dapat na laman nito?
Okay, so usually, iba-iba naman yung mga emergency kits or first aid kits natin. But basically, for burn emergency kits, you have burn dressing or yung mga gasa kung saan ipapantapal mo sa mga sugat. You have burn gels or cooling gels, gloves to protect you and the patient from contaminations, scissors, pangkat ng mga clothes and bandages, fire blanket if ever, i-wrap yun around the body to protect you while escaping. You also have masks to prevent inhalation of significant materials, pain medication, sometimes mga topical antibiotics, and of course yung leaflet or yung instruction materials of that first aid kit.
Doc, ano naman po yung mga karaniwan na mga health issues or injuries na pwedeng maranasan pagkatapos po ng isang sunog?
So merong two components yun, no? So thermal or burn injuries, and then yung indirect, which is inhalational injuries. Other types ng burns, you'll have chemical burns or electrical injuries. Tapos yung hindi masyadong konektado directly to the burn or to the fire is yung pwede magkaroon ng bodily trauma such as contusions, abrasions, sugat, fractures, mga ganon.
Doc, when we speak of burns, ano po ba yung mga stages of burns na pwede rin ma-experience ng ating mga kababayan if ever they experience itong sunog?
Okay. So the most common or the most classic classification is base dun sa lalim or sa depth, no? So kapag superficial lang siya or sa epidermis layer lang, tawag dito first degree. Ang classic example nito is sunburn. Usually wala tong blister formation and masakit ito or mahapdi ito. We have the second degree, which involves epidermis and part of the dermis. Usually makikita mo to may mga blister formation na sila. And then we have the third degree, buong epidermis and dermis. And then yung fourth degree, pati yung mga tissues sa ilalim ng skin involved na.
Nako, marami pa sana kaming itatanong pero maraming salamat po, Doc, sa inyong oras. Muli nakasama natin ang emergency medicine specialist na si Dr. Mark Paul Castillo. Maraming salamat po.